Ah, what the heck? I'll come on now because I technically was late anyway. It is 12:55. What's good? How we doing? I guess the reflection of the TV is going to make that not work, huh? It looks like Checkpoint died. Oh no. Oh no. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully we'll have some peeps able to join us today. Got a fun day planned nonetheless. We're going to do the top 10 games of 1991. We are going to speedrun Mega Man 2. Speedran it. I don't know the proper etymology of such a term. And then there was a bonus stream, VarieTuesday, and so RNG'd it, and it landed on a My Pick stream. And I want to play more Tchia. So we're going to get back into some Tchia. The Gachapon has been restocked. And there is actually some new options in there. Not really new. They're kind of new old because I now have the Chaos Emeralds, and so I put the Chaos Emeralds in there. So regularly we did the little tiny ones. Now that will not be the case. Now it is a full-size Chaos Emerald that you'll be pulling out of the hat. So should be fun. Should be fun. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. I missed everybody yesterday. Wasn't able to join. I was serving on the District Committee on Ordained Ministry. And so that was a good time. Always a good time. I actually really, I love it. I kind of love serving in that capacity. It's a real joy. But it does take an entire day. Normally it would take an entire Monday and Tuesday. Should we put a sticker right there? I feel like we should put a sticker right there. I'm gonna go get a Checky. Checky makes sense there. I feel like a Checky makes sense there. Maybe that's just me. It's definitely been one of those days, folks. I've taken some hard hits today. Can't get it. Not the worst. Come on, Checky. Classic Checky. Not playing along. Oh, it's the perfect size too. Let's see. I think he would... I think right there is perfect. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I tell you, while we're waiting on people to show up, I'm going to do something that I want to do. Let's see if this works. I want to get a nice, clean shot of Marie. Let's get him angled right. Okay. Should be a pretty clean shot. We're going to do clip. Hopefully that took. Try to get clips of all of the puppets. Ouija. Hopefully it doesn't accuse me of spamming clips. Zeltar. She's easy. Nice. Uno más. Your favorite boy. I'm gonna go straight on. I'm worried they might be a little blown out, but hopefully it'll be okay. Nice. No! Okay, Google, set a 4-minute timer. Rats, dude. I was worried that might be the case. 'Twas. 'Twas indeed. Oh, well. Well, I guess we're here for 4 minutes. Nobody's around today, huh? Well, I guess we won't do Jeopardy. We'll do our top 10 list here in a minute. And then we'll do speedrunning Mega Man. And then we'll play some Tchia. Should be fun. But right now, we're going to wait for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And hopefully, it will let me clip again. I lived to clip, dude. So I guess that's good to know. 3 clips in the span of 5 minutes is as many as we get. It's like, all right, it's enough slices. But I'm hopeful that I can go pull these clips right now. I can. Perfect. And we're gonna make some emotes for our Discord. Well, you know what? I also need to fix that over on Twitch. So I want to move this one to there. Do that. How does the drag and drop work? No, no, what have you done? No, what have you done? What have you done? Stop it! No! Come on. Let me do it! Oh, is it because it's animated? Oh, no! Oh, well, that won't do. Oh, man. Oh, that just made my task a whole lot more difficult. Ah, what's up, Stained? How we doing? All right, I'm gonna have to add that to my Todoist because that's way more work than I want to do on stream. Man, you matter to basic tier. That stinks, dude. How'd your weekend go, Stained? Good to see you. I guess I need to at least put it back in its rightful spot. Ay, ay, ay. Files on files on files. Man, I'm so disappointed. Good weekend. Good, good. Glad to hear it. All right. Well, so much for that plan. All right. The last clip. We just need Lonk again. We'll see if... Hold him up here for just a second. Bye. Okay. And hopefully... Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Thank you. Thank you, kind robot. Nice. Okay. So now, what we should be able to do is go download those clips and make some quick emotes out of them. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. There's only 3. There should be 4. Oh no! Did it not actually do? Come on, man. Oh, well, now there's only 2. Come on! Dude, come on, please. I'm begging you. I have a plan. I have a thing that I need to get done. And you're fighting me. Ay, ay, ay. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. That's amazing. That's amazing. Save photo. Are you gonna play along? Dude, this thing just is not playing ball with me today. Technology does not feel like technologing. All right, let's save that frame. Boop. Close it. Close it. Go to video number 2. Okay, so we have Marie. We're about to have Ouija. We have Zeltar from this one too. So maybe we do have Lonk. Maybe we do have Lonk. We'll know here shortly. Alright. Big negative. That's a big negative, Ghost Rider. All right, let's see if it's populated. Man, I can't believe it did that, dude. Kind of rude, not gonna lie. All right, let's try again. If it rejects this one, I'm gonna be a grumpy Gus. Let's see. Don't reject it. Give me what I need. Okay. This is like practically a work with me stream. Okay. Nice. I guess I can show you guys this part of the process. Canva. Who doesn't love Canva? My computer's chugging today, huh? Don't like that. Hopeful there's no private information on here. Look at me in the background just peeping. Just peeping. Just new boot goofing. Oh no, I'm in the wrong one. Oh no, and it looks so good too. Aw, man. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Phooey. Now I'm in the right one. All right, well, same thing again. Glad I noticed it. I tell you, the background remover on Canva really is impressive. It really, really is. At least I think so. Oh, you know what? Hang on, we can do better than that. We can take my hand off. Well, that was a bad job. That was a bad job right there. I don't know if Canva has shift click, but it really needs it. Especially with my computer not playing along today, dude. Nice. That will do. Yes! That is exactly what was needed. Alright, so now I can just save that as a PNG. Transparent background. Beautiful. All right. Dude, I'm really going to need this mouse to stop chugging. What's going on? Look at that. That's a true grumpy face. Oh, it's got the sound bar underneath it. That's whatever. Nobody will see the sound bar. Ouija is definitely taller than Marie. One hundo. Oh no! Not a very good job. Not the best work it's ever done, huh? No, no, it won't. Whatever. Okay. Goodbye, Nathan. Goodbye, buddy. That'll do. Okay. Zeltar. Oh, it's probably going to catch my face in the background here, too. I guess I should have hidden behind them in retrospect, huh? C'est la vie. So it goes, I suppose. There he is. Dude, I'm telling ya, look at that chug, dude. What is going on? Yo. This computer about to drive me crazy. Bye. Home. I mean, I can't handle this chug. It's insanity. I don't know if you guys can see how much my mouse is skipping all over the place. It's wild. Glad I'm not playing anything on the computer today. It's going great. All right, last one. And my big old face is definitely there, so we're going to have to delete out of this one as well. Dang, man. I got no idea where everybody is today. We're already 30 minutes in. Oh, his hand. Dagnabbit. I erased his hand. I fell asleep. What are we doing? We are cutting out and also restoring emojis boink, for Discord. Was it a good sleep? Any good dreams? See, I don't dream whenever I nap. Oh man. Whoa! What just happened? You mean that doesn't command? You would think surely that would control Z, huh? It just gets closer and closer every time. What's going on, homeboy? Dude, that chug. Just been a very busy couple months. I hear that. We're glad that you're around, Sting. Busy is often very good. I would rather be busy than bored myself. Bye, Nathan. A whole lot smaller brush. It's not going to be the cleanest, but it's just for an emoji. They are literal puppets, so I don't think anybody will sue me over this one. I have been told cabinet may be presented with my stuff this week. That is awesome! Right, there we go. Now we should be able to take those bad boys and pop them right on in to Discord. Okay, looks like the zip file has been downloaded. Extracted here. Boop. Boom. I believe they have been uploaded. Boom. Oh, I only see 3. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, exclamation point Discord in the chat. I know, Stained. Where's everybody at? I'm beginning to feel like some FOMO here. I feel like I've been not invited to a party that everybody else is attending. Just a private party. Checkpoint party of 1, please. All right. So we are going to rank our top 10 games of... I think there was somebody knocking on my door. I've just received something that is very much not mine. So I guess I got to figure out how to get this to the former tenants of this building. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Always terrifies me. I'm so not used to people knocking on my door. I don't know if that is like a common sentiment. Is that something that other introverts experience? Like a knock on the door, you might as well be coming to murder me. I think I would not be any more or less scared of somebody knocking on my door if they were, in fact, here to murder me. I would be equally scared of somebody knocking on my door. When people show up, terrifying. Terrifying. Schedule it or I'm not interested. Because if you just show up, I'm assuming you're here to murder me. That's just it. That's just it. Okay. We're going to do the top 10 games of 1991. The way that we do this is we go through backlog. I go through all the games that I've played from the year. I go through the first 10 pages of the year. I come up with every game on there, and then I show you guys the list, and we whittle it down to the top 10. This is my subjective list. It does not mean these are the top 10 games made in 1991. This is my top 10 games of 1991. I was not alive in 1991, so I have no idea what these games are. If I've played any of them, it's going to be pretty hit or miss. The further and further back that we keep getting in history, the harder and harder it gets to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. So let's get right into it. Here we go. As far as games that I have played, Street Fighter 2. Although I'm beginning to feel like Street Fighter 2 was made in every year. Civ, the original Civ was made this year. Super Tecmo Bowl. Sonic the Hedgehog. Link to the Past, that's probably going to be our number one. Lemmings was made this year. Okay. Now we're going to go through the top 10 pages and keep adding our numbers here. Metroid 2 I've never played. Final Fantasy 4, I have played that. I'm surprised that's not on my list. I think I've played that. It looks very familiar. Streets of Rage, sure, but not really. Final Fantasy 2, how you figure? Battletoads. No, I definitely played Battletoads. Not a very good game. Toe Jam and Earl, definitely a good game. I'll put that on there. Let's see. The Simpsons. Oh, the Simpsons arcade game was 1991. Ooh, I played the heck out of that. Yeah, absolutely. Burger Time. Nah. Another World looks like something I want to play, although I've never played it before. Golden Axe 2. Okay, I've definitely played Golden Axe 2. Super Ghouls and Goblins, I have played. The Curse, or no, LeChuck's Revenge, Monkey Island 2. I really want to play the Monkey Island games. You're wrong. Whatever you decide, you're wrong. It's true. It's true. Let's see. Power Blade, no. I have definitely played that Tom and Jerry. I'm not going to put it on the top 10. Shatterhand looks delightful. Manhattan Project, I feel like I've played that one. I'll list it and we'll look at it and see for sure. Surprisingly, actually kind of a lot of games. Let's see. On page 2. Oh, yes. Ski Free, dude. Ski Free absolutely is going to be on the list. Paperboy 2? I didn't know there was a Paperboy 2. Lurk! What's up, Wit? All good. Scream away. Welcome in. We're glad that you're here. Appreciate you, Lurk. Peggle? Can't believe that came out in 1991. Some great remakes there. Ooh, Free Cell? A lot of really good, like, classic computer games. We're starting to get out of my knowledge. Out of games that I know. There was a Never-Ending Story game. Not just one, two of them? I've definitely heard of Smash TV. I'll have to look and see if I've ever actually played it. So far, not too shabby of a list, for being totally honest. Classic. Pitfall. Oh, wait, that's too classic. More like an antique. Was Pitfall 2001? Or 1991, excuse me. I haven't seen it. If Pitfall was 1991, then I definitely played it. I remember I played a lot of Pitfalls. We're on page 9 out of 10 before I show you guys the list that I've come up with. Then we'll rank them. Last page. There are some rad anime games that I've just never played before. Okay. I think I've got my list. We've got 15 games just to siphon through. That's pretty good. Haven't seen it since then either. There were some good Pitfall adaptations there. All right, let's see. Hopefully this doesn't pull up anything that it's not supposed to. Boink. Good. Boink. All right. So these are the top 10 games of 1991 as they currently stand. We're gonna start to figure out which one is the top one. Gonna have to be A Link to the Past already right away. Sonic is probably gonna be a close second. Toe Jam and Earl, Final Fantasy, Street Fighter. Those are all kind of the classics. I really love Ski Free. I'm gonna feel guilty putting that up too high, but you know, I love it. And now we need to start looking at some games to make sure that I actually know what I'm talking about. So let's look at our list. And in particular, I want to see Final Fantasy IV. I want to see the original Civ. Now I know what Lemmings is. I want to make sure this is the arcade game I'm thinking of. Same with Golden Axe. No, I know Super Ghouls and Goblins. We got a couple games here to look through to make sure that I actually know what I'm looking at. Final Fantasy IV. I don't know. It feels very familiar, but I may be confusing it with 6. All right, let's see. Gachapon. We do have brand new Gachapon. I've definitely never played this Civ. I have definitely never played the original Civ. Because this does not look familiar at all. All right, let's see what Stain's Gachapon is. You got nothing. Let's spin another. Let's spin another. That time you got something. I'm worried the Chaos Emeralds may be causing some technical difficulties. Lose the glasses! All right, once we start Tchia, I'll lose the glasses for 5 minutes for you, my friend. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely never played that Civ. Simpsons Arcade. Absolutely. Yes. I've played so much. 100%. Golden Axe 2. I'm going to say no. TMNT Manhattan Project. No, I've never played that one. Free Cell. I mean, it's Free Cell. Yep. Okay, let's look up Smash TV. Just sounds so familiar. Well, it's not even the original Smash TV, it's the Amiga port. I never owned an Amiga. No, I don't know Smash TV. Man, that game sounds so familiar, though. Can I redeem a lose the glasses, reverse that gotcha? No! No, don't be trying to min-max the gachapon. You gotcha what you gotcha. All right, we're gonna take Civ off. We're gonna take Golden Axe off. We're gonna take No, we can't take Free Cell. We're gonna take Manhattan. We're gonna take Smash. All right, well that makes things easier. Let's see. Definitely Link to the Past. Definitely Sonic. I really don't remember that Final Fantasy. I think I'm gonna have to take it off. Man, I'm telling you, this computer is going to drive me bonkers. Let's see. Okay. Is Zelda better than Sonic? It is. Is Sonic better than Toe Jam? I think so. Is Toe Jam better than Street Fighter 2? Yeah, probably. Street Fighter 2 better than Ski Free? Obviously. Is Ski Free better than Super Bowl? Yes. Tecmo better than Lemmings? Yeah. Any of these better than Simpsons? No, much but Simpsons. Probably up above Street Fighter, to be honest. Maybe even above Toe Jam. I don't know yet. Is Super Ghouls and Goblins better than these? Yeah, it's probably better than Ski Free. Is Free Cell better than Lemmings? No. I feel like that feels pretty good. Okay. Let's run through them. Is Legend of Zelda Link to the Past better than Sonic the Hedgehog? I think so. Sonic the Hedgehog better than Toe Jam and Earl? Definitely. Toe Jam and Earl better than The Simpsons? It's tough for me to say, but I'm going to say yes. Simpsons better than Street Fighter 2? I think so. Street Fighter 2 better than Super Ghouls and Ghosts? Yes. Super Ghouls and Ghosts better than Ski Free? Yes, but not much. Ski Free better than Tecmo Bowl? Yes. Tecmo Bowl better than Lemmings? Sure. Lemmings better than Free Cell? Yes. Boom jams. That is our list of the top 10 games made in 1991. If you are watching on YouTube, let us know what your results would be. If you're here on Twitch, everybody say hi, YouTube, because we're going to wrap up this video. Let me know what your 1, 2, 3, or just your top pick of 1991 would be. Let me know how I'm wrong, because you know that you think I'm wrong, and let me know how I'm wrong. Or maybe you're like, yeah, no, Link to the Past was the right choice here. Let me know in those comments down below. Remember, we believe 3 things to be true about every single one of you out there, regardless of whether or not you believe in God, don't believe in God, go to church, don't go to church. We still believe these 3 things to be true about every single one of you out there. Number 1, that God loves you, like really, really loves you. Number 2, we love you. We want community with you. Number 3, that you, yes, you matter. You're a person of sacred worth. The world is a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, with that, and until the next time that I see ya, bye-bye! Okay. Welcome back to Twitch. All of our Twitch peeps. Looks like Rooster had to hop off. Missed you, Rooster. Sorry that you had to go. We're glad that you were here while you were here with us. And I'm thinking, so the world record for Mega Man 2 is like 26 minutes, so I think maybe let's just go for it. And once we're done, we'll do our break. So let me look up the speedrun. For those of you that have never done a speedrun with us before, the way that we do it is I see how far I can get in the time period that the speedrun is done. Megame. So I've never played Mega Man 2 before, like ever. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea how the game works. I don't know the order of things to be done. And we're gonna give it a shot and find out what happens. Oops, that's not right. Maybe it'll show up whenever I go to this one. Your prediction is 3 levels. Remember, I've seriously never played this game before. Why is it not picking it up? Oh, there we go. Turn off Spoofy. We're also gonna probably turn it down because it was real loud, wasn't it? That's so loud. Maybe I can turn it down in-game. Audio options. No, not mute. Just want it down. We're going to crank it down quite a bit. Not hard, but that's assuming you know the best order. I know zilch. Not only do I not know the best order, I don't even know an order. All right, so we got to reload. And it's 26 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, Google, set a 26-minute and 32-second timer.
26 minutes and 32 seconds. Starting now.
I definitely think it's more fun if I don't know, Stain. But you could always provide me some helpful things along the way. In the year of 2000X, a super robot named Megame was created. Dr. Light created Megame to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Megame. Oh, I can skip that. Oh man, I should have started. Okay, we're gonna go with We're gonna go with Bubbleman first. Bubbleman first. Heyo, Centurnal! What's up? Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing? Start with Metal Man. Oh no! I didn't even listen. I didn't even listen from the get-go. Oh no! Okay, it says that it's been disconnected already. Oh, this is going well. This is going well. So, you guys are coming at an interesting time. I'm not a speedrunner, and I've actually never played Mega Man 2 before. Is there a way to get back to the title screen? I've never played Mega Man before. Mega Man 2, that is. I played Mega Man X a bunch. Can I not kill him? Okay, thank you. No! So I need to know if there's a way to get back. Is there a way to get back? Surely. Oh, good. Oh, well, that works. That's one way to do it. So one of the things that comes out of our... stage select. Perfect. One of the things that come out of our gachapon machine is the option... Oh, you said Minor Man? Oh, not Mega. I see. I see what you've done there. Whenever we do speedruns, I look up the world record speedrun and I see how far I can get during that span of time. So that's what you're witnessing right now. You're witnessing somebody who has never played this game before try to do the world record. It's not gonna go well, but it's gonna happen. We're gonna figure it out together. Whoopsie. Drop. Yes. But we're glad that you're here, Centernal peeps. If you need to hop off, as typically is the case with folks that come in with raids, I want you to know 3 things that we believe to be true about every single one of you out there. Whoopsie. This is going well. This is going well. We believe that God loves you, we love you, and you matter. It's a little hard for me to put together any thoughts beyond that. No, I was so close. But there you go. Now you know. There's 3 things to be true about you. And we're glad that you're here. And we appreciate Centernal for trusting us with their community. Centernal, I don't know how much your Twitch community knows about your Twitter presence, but just know that I've been praying for you and your family during this time. And I hope that everything's going okay. Okay, so I can get help from these baddies, yeah? See, I didn't know I could shoot them. Nice, dead! Nice, dead! But yes, we stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday here at Checkpoint Church. We got tons of stuff going on over on our Discord, !Discord in the chat if you want to learn more of that. And then over on our YouTube channel, every single Sunday we post nerdy sermons. This past Sunday's nerdy sermon was on the anime Puella Magi Madoka Magica. We love that anime. Am I supposed to go up there? Oh no, Mega Man. Oh no, Mega Man. Okay. I wanted that life. You can make a route. Oh, man, I can't do all this. This is too much. Too much for my poor little brain. Kind of locked into the best route. This is tough. I think 3 levels might have been optimistic, Stain. Because I can't even get through 1 level. 26 minutes is not a lot of time. Yeah, I figured out the jump hop now. These guys are awful. Can I grind here for health? What do the little blue things do? Come on! All that health that I ground! I ground for the health! Eventually give you ammo whenever I actually have ammo. I remember watching Madoka with my ex-girlfriend and no context, it was unexpectedly violent. Indeed. Indeed it is. How do I get up there? Do I have to have like a special thing? Do I go down here? That was a lot of trust. That required a lot of trust on my part. Don't care for them. Don't care for them one bit. Oh, man, that was close. No! No! I thought the wheel would explode too! Oh, man. Does he come down here? He do! No! Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. This is the worst. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right. We're learning. We're learning. We're learning. Every time we learn. Come on. Honestly, I don't even care. I can just grind the health. I can grind the health back over here. I just need to not die before I get there. Move. Move. Thank you. Move, move. Move a little quicker. No, I thought it was health. Please! Please give me health! I need it. I need to get over there. Thank you. No! Why? Why does it evaporate into the ground? Please! Please! Someone give me health! Yes, yes. Yes, move! Move, all of you! No! No, no. No. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Okay. Spin that wheel. Xando, I'm speedrunning right now. I have no time for your wheels. Don't let me forget, though. Whenever we get done with this, do not let me forget. You have another 18 minutes of torture. Nah! Ah! No! 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 Why would you repopulate? No! Curse this game. Why would they repopulate? Speedrunning, speed dying. True that, dude. True that indeed. Okay, didn't realize I could shoot their wheels. For some reason I thought their wheels were invincible. Alright, here we go. No! His eyes! I need to shoot his eyes! I'm trying to shoot his eyes, but he's so perfectly balanced. He's the perfect life form. Oh man. Oh no, no. How am I gonna get across? How am I gonna get across? How am I ever gonna get across that gap? It's impossible. It's impossible. Ah, oh good. Oh good. There's checkpoints. Perfect. Yes. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and do it. You know you want to. Yes. Come on. Yes. Take your time. Yes. No! What? How does he die? Does he just not die? Oh good! Checkpoint? No, this is like a boss room. Okay. What's up, dude? This is gonna go well. That went well. You know, that went well. That went well. That went well. I feel like I know exactly how I'm gonna handle this. I feel like I'm definitely not gonna. I feel like I'm not gonna. Definitely start back from the beginning of this level. Yeah! Yeah! Mega Nate! Mega Nerd Pastor Nate. Don't say not Mega. I am a Mega Man. Get equipped with Metal Blade! Ha ha ha! Yeah, I did. Okay. Where do I go next? Maybe now do we go to Bubble Man? It's OP. I think that's what Stained was trying to do for me. I'm gonna go with Bubble Man next. We're going to Bubble Man. I like Bubble Man. I'm a fan of Bubble Man. We're gonna go to Bubble Man. Okay. Here we go. How do I use the blade? Did I need to equip it from a screen somewhere that I don't know about? No. How do I use the blade? No! No, I mean, but I can of course continue, right? Pause to bring up. Okay. Well, thankfully I know exactly what I'm looking at. Aha. Yes. I feel like this is going well. No. I still have to be good at the whole jumping and shooting thing, you know? Did I seriously choose the underwater level? That's Bubble Man? The notoriously awful video game water level? Is Bubble Man Fish Man? Those are definitely mines up there, yes? You gonna explode? Stop it. Little Zangief. Flashman. I definitely read Fishman. I died. I have so much health, though. Why did I die if I have so much health? Do the little bombs up top kill me? Insta-death spikes. Ah. See. No! Oh, that's awful. That's awful. That's the worst. That's the worst case scenario. I don't like this at all. I feel like I've chosen the worst option. No! I don't enjoy this game. Flashman down. You get used to the jump mechanics fast in this level. It says you. All right, I'm gonna give it one more. I'm gonna give it one more college try. If I get to another stage select option, I'm gonna apparently go to Flashman. I don't like how whenever you're stunned, you can't immediately jump after. That throws me. Stop it! Stop it, you little frog! Cease and desist. Your frog antics. Cease. Ah, no. We don't like this. We don't like this. Not a fan. We're going to go to a different level. We're going to go to a different level. Different stage. We're going to try Flashman, apparently. We're going to try Flashman. Because undoubtedly that's a better experience for all involved. We have 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Oh, wait. Cool. So I take it I can't get past there, huh? This is a maze? This is a maze scenario? Your inability to play this is understandable. You're raised in the era of coddle gaming. If you say so, I'm sure I could get good at this game. I'm confident that I could hashtag get good. I just never played it before. My Mega Man experience really is Mega Man X, and even then it's minimal. I'm just leaving. I don't even want to deal with you. Long way down. You're nimbying me? Am I being nimbied right now? Uh-oh. Nice! Aw, oh, come on! That wasn't kind. Play every game on easy mode or on story mode as a revolt to your gaming childhood. Alright, now I don't know how to take this guy. No, no, please don't kill me! Please don't kill me. I don't know how to kill you. I don't know how! No! I don't know how to kill you! Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Goodbye! Please tell me I'm faster than you. No! No! Why is the floor this way? Why is the floor this way? For what reason? No! Who would do such a thing? Who would make a floor? Who would make this floor? Who would do it? Who would do such a thing to a human being? Who would decide that this was a good idea? What game dev? What? No! What game dev? What game dev would do such a thing? What timing? What timing could I possibly have? All right, we're gonna try a different block. Keep trying different blocks. Hang on. Whoa! Whoa! Come on! Come on! What does this even mean? Why is the floor magnetic? Why does it hate me so? I'm gonna try a shallow jump. We're gonna try a shallow jump here. Yes, see, the shallow jump is the way. Undoubtedly. Still don't understand the floor. Don't really get the floor, you know. Hello, Flash Man. What do? You kill me. I got you down to half health whenever I had 2 bars. I think that's pretty good. Here we go. Another one. Oh no! Metal Man! Metal Man! No! Metal Man! Yes, Metal Man! Yes, Metal Man! How many channel points to get a 1440? No, you can see, I mean, I've got state-of-the-art technology here, Saint of the Past. Welcome in, by the way. Glad you're here. Okay, get equipped with Time Stopper. Is that what kept happening to my feet on the weird floor? Oh. Message from Dr. Light. What's up, Dr. Light? Item 3 completed. Get your weapons ready. Do tell me more. Please do say more. Get equipped with item 3. Thank you. Okay. Woodman. We're gonna go with Woodman. We got 4 minutes. Thank you for the follow. I am doing well. We're going with, so we have a thing where people can choose for speed runs for me to try. I am not a speedrunner. And so Zando chose for me to speedrun Mega Man 2, which is not only not a game that I would even be capable of speedrunning because I'm not a speedrunner, but also is a game I've never played. My Mega Man experience is entirely limited to Mega Man X. Oh! The doggo! Okay. Yeah, Zando's avatar in most social media platforms is Proto Man, so he is a stalwart Mega Man fan. To the point that he started playing Mega Man 2 whenever he hopped in and we were a couple minutes in, and he's already bypassed me drastically. Aw, come on now, that's not kind. That's not kind, is what it is. Stain said I could make it through 3 levels. That was Stain's prediction. And this is our 3rd level, so I'm really... I got 2 minutes and 41 seconds of crunch right now. No! Come on. I know, see, I knew you were gonna. I just didn't know when. Is there a way to, yes? Okay. Come on then, buddy. Goodness gracious. Stop this. Cease and desist. Okay. Hopefully this is the end of the level soon, because we got 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm definitely not going to exceed Stain's expectations, but at this point I just want to meet them, you know? At this point I just want to meet them. Did I just run? Is there a run option? I could have sworn it looked like he just ran. It looked like he started moving faster. Is there like a double tap in this game? Or you can just quick fall off ladders? Those villains in particular feel very Sonic-esque. Okay. We got 1 minute and 19 seconds. I believe in me. I believe in the commoner that believes in me. Hello, Woodman. I have the antithesis of you. No! Woodman! Stop this! Stop this, Woodman. Please. 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 I desperately need you. I desperately need you to die in 47 seconds. Please. No, please, please. I beg of you. Yes! Yes! 30 seconds remaining! 30 seconds remain, Stained! I did it. I did it. I lived up to your expectations. I met the goal. I did the thing. Feels good. I am a speedrunner. I'm pretty sure I'm a speedrunner now. 10 seconds remaining. We're gonna start Quickman's level without the ability to ever get there. That's it. So that is the answer. How far will I get in a game that I've never played? The answer is to level 4. I would get to Quickman. So now we've done it. We've done it. We've done it. I appreciate you all being here for this monumental moment. This truly game-changing moment in history and in speedrunning history. You were here when it happened. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to stretch our legs, or sit down, or rub your eyes, or look away from your what is Crash Man? Is that level 5? Were you 5 levels? So you were 4 short? Is it? No. It's 7 and then Dr. Wily, so it's 8 total. So you were 3 short, starting late. That's very impressive. Very impressive. Yes, we're going to take a quick break. And then whenever we get back, we're going to play some... I just want to be done. We're going to play some more Tchia. Tchia. So I will see you all back here in 3 minutes for some more Tchia. Enjoy some best ofs in the meantime. Oh, there have been 4. Oh, wow. Okay, so it would have been 12. That's a lot. All right. See you all back here in 3 minutes. Cracking noises until you end the strike. Do you guys like the cracking noise? How does it sound over the fancy microphone? That used to be how I would do the Predator. But I don't know how it sounds over the microphone. And I used to tell people that I could pop my neck like that. This is really happening at long last. I'm fed up. I can't do it anymore. Spectrum has pushed me too far. You've done too much this time, Spectrum. And you were here for it. The folks that are in the chat right now, you were here for this monumental moment where I finally am broken like the bat by Spectrum. I'm putting on my to-do list right now. Call Spectrum. All of you are here. All of you that are here right now in the chat, you're a part of this moment. You're going to get a badge that says you were a part of this moment of Checkpoint Church history. I'm not even kidding. Do it, please. Make it happen. If you know how to do it. If not, I can look into how to do it. But this is a moment. I'm calling Spectrum. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what the difference is going to be, but we're getting a new modem. At the very least, we're getting a new modem and a new router. And this is just absurd. My corner of the internet, and you can't have it, exterminates anyone looking in her direction. Absolutely, Trombone. Only a Dalek could do that. Oh, this is an example of what not to do. Don't be a Dalek. Be a Trombone Dalek in particular. Trombone Daleks, as you know, are notoriously generous. You are allowed to lament. If you've never heard a pastor say that before, let me assure you, you are allowed to lament. You are allowed to doubt. You are allowed to be hurt. You're allowed to be angry. But at the end of the day, whatever your prayer looks like, whether it's an angry prayer, a happy prayer, or whatever it may be, I hope that it gets to the action of entering into a relationship with Jesus Christ and with the body of Christ that is the church. That's what we're about. Oh, I thought it was 3. I thought it was 3 hits. I thought it was 3 hits and then he was done. I thought it was 3 hits. I thought it was 3. Did we just crash? Are you guys back? That was insane. I just looked up. I looked up and the screen went black and I was like, what? Ay, ay, ay. Man, it's been one of those days. I hope y'all are having a better day than I am, man. My day has not been swell. And I feel like it's like, that's the kind of thing where it's just like, what? What even just happened? What went wrong? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. What else happened? Well, nothing on stream. All just good old school other things. But that's all good. I'd rather think about Tchia. Oh yeah, spin the wheel, Zando. Thank you. Were there any other things that I missed? I will definitely spin your wheel. Were there anything else? If there's anything else that I missed, please let me know. Okay, let's see. Spin that wheel clockwise, strength 3.
No, it's time to gotcha.
Lose the glasses. Yes. That's an orange for me. That is a gachapon. All right, let's see. Gachapon. So 2 gachapons and a movie game. We love it. Hopefully this doesn't just crash again. That's a little concerning. That is a little concerning. That's hilarious, Zando. It's a sub wheel. That's really, really funny. Oh, man. You can't make that up. All right, what am I doing? I don't know why I'm doing another gachapon. All right, let me know the sub wheel. Strength of 9 this time. All right. I'm gonna try to get Tchia going while we're doing this. No! Not right now. Not right now. Oh my goodness. Do we have to update right this second? Another orange. That's really funny as well. It is a gachapon. It was like a 50-50 shot of which one it was gonna be. Hang on. Oh man. Can we not? Do we have to? I don't want to update my privacy settings. I'm literally on a stream right now. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do at this point. Because I cannot update privacy settings while I'm on a ding-a-dang stream. What can I hold off? Okay, cool. Thank you. I would like to hold off. Thank you. All right, a gachapon. Wow! There you go. You got a Chaos Emerald. You got the crystal clear white Chaos Emerald. The first of the giant Chaos Emeralds. That's exciting. Movie game. God brought you to the stream to drive home that my life is good. Life is good. You got 2 gachas, right? Because your first... Wait. You redeemed a gacha. I owe you a gacha. 1 more gacha. You did get 3, and you get another one. Because the sub wheel gave you a gacha. So that multiple things came out. That doesn't count. You got a Dragon Ball. The 3-star Dragon Ball. So you got a Dragon Ball and a Chaos Emerald today. Movie game. I'm tired. You guys tired? I feel like, are we tired?
You guys tired?
I'm tired. Furiosa leads an elaborate liberation of wives from the clutches of the apocalyptic gearhead, enlisting the help of a PhD rockin' bouncer of the Double Deuce, the rowdiest bar in the South. That was so quick. Yes, it is. Mad Max Fury Roadhouse. Shots in the cloud. We love it. We love to see it. Okay. Oh, did you do another gachapon? It was actually 2 things. I'll do another one. It is concerning that multiple things came out. I think that must mean the Chaos Emeralds are not the right size. Which is a bummer. It's beans. Right or left, Zando? Right, Bean? Nope. That's just straight up grossness. Oh no. This tastes like laundry. Why was that so vile today? I mean, that was worse than usual. That bean is not normally that bad, but that was a rough one. I need some candy. I've started keeping Skittles as a mush bush palate cleanser. So, oh my goodness, that was awful. Okay. Can we play a game? Can we play a game? I want to play a game. I want to play a video game. We'll play a video game. I want to play a nice, chill video game. No, not good game. Actually, a game. Video game. I don't think I swore. Spoofy. I'm very good to not swear on streams. I am saintly. For those of you that have not been keeping up with Tchia, I love this game. I'm obsessed with this game, in fact. I have actually forgotten how to play. You're right. Okay, Google, set a 5-minute timer. What dirty word did I say? Now I'm very curious. Oh, now do I have more animal power? Yes. Soul meter upgrade. Consuming a soul fruit will permanently upgrade it. Nice. Yeah, this is the kind of game that I need. I need a nice, calm Zen game right now. Oh. A mouche bouche. I've really been enjoying Tchia, and it's all I've been able to think about. Everybody's playing it, and I've gotten to the point that I kind of want to buy it on Steam Deck, because that's how much I'm enjoying it. But I really do need to remember how to play. I need a chicken egg, I need an ancient tooth fragment, and that's it. I think it was that button. Okay. What is the green? I think it was that. No. Yes. No, I actually really enjoyed Mega Man 2. That was a good time. This is an open world exploration adventure. It's very fun. It's even more fun when you can see what you're doing. That really does make it a better time. Any animals? No animals around? Where are you? You are not an animal, you're a rock! No, I need an animal. That doesn't look at all Zelda-like. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of inspiration. The world itself reminds me a lot of Wind Waker. The play style definitely reminds me of Breath of the Wild. But what's cool is that there's a ton of culture in this game, and it's all based off of New Caledonia, which is a real place not too far from New Zealand. And so it's doing an important job of creating some like cultural touchstones, which we stand. We do stand. And you can also, how do I? Tchia, what's up, Whip? Welcome back. How far have you gotten at this point? I'm trying to decide if I want to actually progress story or if I just want to continue exploring. Currently, I'm just climbing this actual mountain. Oh boy. In chapter 8, I don't even know what chapter I'm in. Am I in chapter 1? Where do I see chapters? Journal, maybe? I am in chapter 4? I really want to find a bird. Looking for a bird friend. Just rocks. No bird friends, just rocks. Didn't know that was there. Yeah, I didn't either until I literally just found it. I had no idea. Knew it had to be somewhere, though. They probably wouldn't make chapters without putting it somewhere. Very curious if our stream is just going to crash again, folks. I'll keep my chat up, so let me know if things just stop working. My gaming has been completing my replay of the Mass Effect trilogy. Wrapped that up this weekend. Now I'm trying my way through Andromeda. Going to make it this time. You got it. You can do it. I believe in you, Stain. I just started the Yakuza series, which I know you played a little bit of on your stream. I'm gonna be a deer. I am deer! You should absolutely play this game, Stain. I enjoy it a ton. Bird! No bird! No! I wanted to be bird so badly. Alright, glasses return. I've actually never played Mass Effect, and I would love to. So I kind of think I should. I don't know if it's on Xbox. I know that it's on PlayStation Plus, and that's why a lot of people are playing it. Because it's so incredibly accessible there. Ooh, oh, those are bad people. She do have hops, though. She do have hops. There's another one that I need to go burn down. How far away is this thing, though? Where am I? It's like all the way on the other end, huh? I feel like I've been going a long time. Maybe I should have gone for something else first. Both this way, so that's good. Maybe I'm not as far as I think I am. If I could find a bird, all would be well. I wonder if you ever get to the point that you can expand your like reach of your soul power. That would be really nice. You gotta be so close to the animals that you want to possess. Yes! I don't know why I keep forgetting that it's square. Okay. So, if I just consumed that, then I'm still quite a ways. I guess I'm not that far. I can give you some info if you want to know more from later game. No, it's okay. I was just thinking out loud. I shouldn't have asked a question that probably has an answer. Do I go for Louise or for the ancient tooth? I guess we're right here. Let's go for Louise. I can be your Thelma. Might be getting district money soon. That will get me a PC, though. Not saying I'll use my work computer to game, but... Look, I mean, if it's going to help you meet people, I need to be you. I need to be you. Are you a flightless bird? You're a flightless bird. Flightless bird's not ideal, but that's what we got here. What do I bark with? What button barks? My full screen alerts are in the way. RT. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, that delay, though. Oh, that delay, though. Okay. Didn't know I had that bad of a delay going on right now. Figured you were just talking, so I want to make sure. Yes, I appreciate the thoughtfulness there, Cam. This is the kind of Zen gaming experience I was needing and hoping for. But again, I did enjoy Mega Man 2. I feel like Mega Man is just a franchise that I missed out on so seriously. I wish I knew more. I just didn't grow up on it. As Stain would say, I was just a coddled gamer. Let's sleep. Nims. I want to know so much more about all the food because all the food looks so good. Louise is this way. Really good palate cleanser. I really liked taking the time to get through it, coming off replaying T-Lu. Oh yeah. An old man emote, we can make it happen. Louise! Louise, my friend. Louise takes pictures. I mean, there is technically an old man emote. Ah, I see. Oh, a song. Okay. Man, that delay. That delay is bad for y'all, as it is for me. It's really tough to do the song. That is really throwing me off. It's like trying to play Guitar Hero on mute. I'll have to do a reset of the capturing. It definitely was not this bad last Thursday. I so badly, I should have been watching your stream, Cam, but I just haven't had a chance. But I wish that I could because I want to see these songs all again so that I can read the lyrics. Because whenever you're playing them, there's no way for me to look at lyrics right now. I noticed today when I played that Tchia's finders move to the chords even if you don't play a note. Okay, we're gonna go to Elgato properties. I love that the game is in the native languages, but the songs in specific are hard since you can't, right? Can't play and read them at the same time. But I think that I fixed it. C-A-F-E, cafe. Alright, so what's next? Get the chicken from Louise. Okay. Is she on the other side of the world there? So what can I get on the way? What is that? Requires a matching totem. Is that what I just did with whatchamacallits? Wait, there's another totem shrine. Does that mean I could have more spirit power? Where do I get totems? Do I get them all from that guy? Or once I get there, do I etch a totem out of the whatever's there? All curious now. Oh, and there's the Chiron thing. How do I get there? Yes. Let's go there. I'll get another song. I need more songs. Any animals? Animals? No animals. I definitely need another song. That's an animal. Ha! Yes! I am the boar! I am the one! I can dig. Stop it right now. How far? Do I, like, find things? When is an art... Oh! Oh, no. I don't like that. I didn't think boar would have falling damage. Get a hankering for some banking. Okay, we got a rock balance. We got a rock! When is an RE4 stream? I thought you were doing those, Zando. I tried to hop on yours, but I think you had just finished. You're the one that I turn to for all my Resident Evil news. Computer couldn't handle it. It was real bad looking. Oh no! Well, that's not fun. Wonder what song I get for this one. So are you able to play it off stream? Was it just that you were pushing your computer too hard, or are you not going to get to play RE4? Did you have to return it? No! Nice. Nice! Alright, what song do I get? Give me some music! Attracting animals! Yes! I can invoke bird! Oh! Invoke bird, dude. Yes, yes. Oh, wait. Not Baba. Oh! Yes! Yes! The greatest game I've ever played! This is the greatest game! 10 out of 10! There's never been a game as good as this game. Oh! Yes! Ah, I'm here for it! This is what you're gonna bring up earlier? I am Bird! Yes! Dude, I love it. I love that they use the word invoke too, man. What a great word. It's a word I don't get to use near enough. Invoke Bird, dude. Let's see. PC, I assume I have some weird OBS settings or something. I could play fine on my end, but the stream was choppy. Okay, well, that's good. At least you still get to play. But I'm sorry that happened. That's no fun. Yeah, for real. Invoking animals is a game changer. I am Bird! Hear me roar! Weirdly streaming on the Discord looks great. Now that is weird. Whoop. Louise! Louise, I need a chicken egg. Yay.
Tu voulais un poulet mort, c'est ça?
Got a quick meeting. See you soon, Cam. Oh. Oh, man. Oh! Well, that's unexpected. That was unexpectedly, brutally gory and unnecessary. I don't think that's how chicken bones work either.
Je crois.
I thought I needed an egg.
Pourquoi tu me montres un peu tes aventures?
It's
Essaye-le.
neat, the camera brand is the name of the company. Okay, I can take pictures now. What a strange scene. This game does have a very weird sense of humor. Oh, Louise. Louise was a good friend. Even if she did cut off a chicken's head right in front of me.
Tchia! Tu reviendras?
Yeah, I have amazing powers, so I'm pretty sure I can go anywhere that I
Prends
want.
plein de photos.
I have seriously miraculous powers, so I'm pretty sure I can do pretty much whatever I want to. Ooh. Thank you. Delicious. Okay. Now we still have to get the chicken egg. Huh. Well. There you go. I guess let's go and get the ancient tooth fragment next. Don't mind me, I'm just going to invoke Bird. I want to be you! Bird poop. I mean, what a game changer. What an absolute game changer. So now what I need to figure out is how do I quickly get soul energy back. I think I do that at eating places. I guess I can eat at this campfire. Wonder if that's a song that I learned along the way. It's like an automatic campfire, return to last campfire. Sugar? Pork and sugar? I have so many trinkets. I have so many trinkets, dude. I got so many trinkets, you wouldn't even believe how many trinkets I got. Trinkets for babies. So why would I care if I could invoke a crab? What a strange little subcategory. Dog, crab, bird. Why dog? Why crab? Why bird? Hey, dog. I am you. I am dog. Dog is me. Ha-ha! Dog is so fast. Oh my goodness, I love dog swimming. What do I do here? Whoa! Ah! Why did dog burst into flame? What? What? What, dude? What exactly happened just then? Okay. Well, I guess that just happened. Whatever just happened, happened. Still not sure what exactly happened. But it did. Oop, dog. Let's be you. I can't get over that they put in a dog paddle. An adorable little doggy paddle. New dock. Now I can fast travel. I think I want to fast travel. I think there was a chicken egg near whatchamacallit. What's her name? But I really don't want to stop though. That is definitely going to be the issue with this game. Is that I don't really want to go do the next thing. Photo kit. Okay. Take a picture of this.
Hey.
game. This is a good game. But I did get immediately distracted from what I was doing. I need to sculpt. Yes, that one. Oopsie. That's. What? How do I restart? Hang on. That one. Yes. Okay. Oh, stop it! Stop! It actually moves with me? Okay. Now that seems a bit silly, doesn't it? Alright. We didn't need that kind of advanced technology. That's too advanced. Make it? Was that correct or no? Will it tell me? I'm gonna try and make one where I don't knock out the nose at all. 'Cause that was what I couldn't tell. Something about this, I don't know if I'm like losing my marbles, but something about this particular part of it reminds me of The Sims. Oh no, I gotta drop something. Oh no! How do I eat it? I don't know. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Alright. Alright. So I'm gonna go to this one. But I think to do that I actually have to go get in my boat. No? Maybe not. Okay. We'll just find where we find along the way. Oh wait, chicken eggs. Come on, nary a single chicken? Maybe it's gotta be daytime. Chicken! Where is chicken? Are they scared of me because I had their brother murdered? It was an accident. Phooey! When in doubt. When in doubt, move out. We can come back there. What are we doing? We should invoke bird, obviously. Yes, the green parakeet! I had one of those. My green parakeet's name was Gizmo. As in the gremlin. I've never seen Gremlins, at least not that I remember. I may have seen it as a child, but have no recollection of it. That is a fun fact, Sando. I don't know if it would hold up today, you know? It's interesting enough concept, that's for sure. It's certainly not a bad film. Don't know, like I said, just don't know if it'll hold up. Got a feeling it would not hold up. Another trinket. Trinkets for days. How do I can't cancel that? I actually wanted to know how to access my inventory. I know I saw Cam do it, but I don't know how. Or what? Okay. So something that I want to do is I want to know where the roulette machine is. So I need to go find that soon. I think you might enjoy Gremlins. I really liked Gremlins 2, and that's definitely a less popular opinion. But I did. I very much enjoyed it. Nonetheless. I'm hopeful that I've done the right thing here. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? Excuse me, sir. You okay, buddy? You all right? You all right? All right. All right. Have a good day then. Have a good day. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine. Okay, how do I do this? Did that mean wrong? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. All right. What does this mean? Do I need to burn it? I've never gotten this response. What? Are they telling me that I did the wrong thing? wonder if I've done something that I wasn't supposed to do. Have I gone ahead of the pack here? Or does that mean it was wrong? No. How strange! Does that mean that I have to? Do I have to burn that down? But how do I do such a thing? Is this a shoot through the fire situation? That'd be too Zelda, wouldn't it? Well, maybe there's something up here. Is there like a lantern I can possess up here? Another trinket. I mean, it's worth exploring, you know. Go ahead and restore your energy. No. Currently no lantern. Where? Where was this? Where was the fruit? I mean, I will take the fruit. Almost time for another break, folks. Something down there. Looks like another trinket. Uh-oh. Lucky. Who is lucky? It's me. It's me. Okay. Churchy! Okay. A diving board? I don't even know what that means. How do I show tips? L. Dive from the platform or the pontoon and score points by performing flips in the air on a clean entry into the water. Beat the score objectives to win a trophy. But how do I die? Tell me anything! You didn't tell me a word! You didn't tell me a single word! You said nothing! That was no help! You were of no benefit! You see me? I didn't know what I was doing. No one helped me. Alright, I'm gonna invoke bird. What? Where's bird? Oh. Oh, there's a timer. What? That's cray. Didn't know that. Same thing happened to me. It was more, do I just fall off a cliff? There's got to be a dive button. There has to be a dive button. I refuse to believe that wasn't just operator error. There must be a dive button. Also, how you doing, Kung Fu Carl? Welcome in. Hope your day is going swell. Ooh, I will take that. Yes, yes, yes. Treasures! Swimsuit, what else? Gecko, love the gecko. Boots. And a backpack. Well, I still don't know how to get into the room. What is the dolphin doing? Why does it keep doing this? That is the second dolphin I've seen in a row jump up on the rocks and get stuck. Well, I want to be. Aha! I am bird! You need a lantern. Lantern. Anywhere? Anybody gonna give me a lantern? Nope. Appear not. Why? Why no lantern? What am I to do? How am I to get in there? Okay. There simply must be a way to dive. There simply must. What buttons would I even press? That's not enough information. Ooh! Yeah, of course the score's too low! You didn't tell me what to do! Of course it's too low! What do you mean the score is too low? Of course it is! You fed me no information. Bird! Wait, there's a trinket. I really don't know what to do. I don't see a lantern. I wonder if I'm just trying to do something too soon. That is like the only logical explanation I have for this. I must be trying to jump the gun. Can't shoot it. Yeah, I'm trying to get in there. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? All right, I'm just leaving. I'm leaving alerts off. So very sorry for anybody that wants full screen alerts. It must have been covered up. I've been trying this entire time just to go look for a lantern because I thought I had to burn it down. I don't have to burn it down at all. Dog. Dog, bird. Crab, chicken, hog. Music? Surprise song? Hopefully it's a little bit more on beat this time. I really like the way that cow is sitting. Still got that delay. I don't know what the deal is with the delay. Okay, Tchia, I don't know how to tell you this, Tchia, but you're having a fever dream. Tchia, you should probably drink more water, Tchia. More to that totem than they let on. This is so impossible whenever it's not on. I don't know what the deal is with the capture card. Goodness, animals don't appreciate accurate ukulele play. I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I got 90%. Got 90%. I just can't. I can't go along with the song. Nice. More soul meter means more bird distance. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're all here for. Yes! Yes! 5 bars of bird distance now. However, I have nowhere to go. I probably should. Where do I want to go? I still need a chicken egg. But look at all there is to do. Why would I get a chicken egg when there's so much to do? Birds are too much effort. I travel almost exclusively by out of control boulder. The boulder is a delight. I discovered now how fast the dog is, and that also brings me a lot of joy. So have I done this one? Can I do that one? Should I do that one? Need to find chicken. Is this where the roulette thing is? Because I want to find the roulette thing. I saw Cam do it, and I was very jealous. No idea. Can I tell you how to get a chicken egg? I'm sure it's from a chicken. I'm counting on it to be from a chicken. You gotta possess them and then R2. I just didn't know that that was what I needed. Bro, mongoose. That's how you get the chicken egg. I just want to do all the things. I just want to do all of them. But I can't do all the things. Can't hug every cat. Yeah, it's that easy. It's not connected to story. Yeah, I figured not. As a matter of fact, I've actually laid a chicken egg already, but I didn't know that that was what I needed to do. I thought surely it was connected to the story. And so I definitely have already laid an egg and could have done the thing already, but didn't know that it was that easy at the time. What's that shiny thing? I'm sure it's just a trinket, Nathan. You do not need it. You do not need another trinket. You have like 27 of them. Is that another trinket? Ooh, what's that? So distractible. Oh, it's a totem that I can't even do. Carl, have you beaten the game at this point? Because I know it's not an awful long game. So it always restores to half. Is that what I'm getting at? Or does it restore? Oh, wow. It just keeps going. Up to 3. Fascinating. Not yet. Too distracted with clearing the map. Yes! See? See? I'm not alone. I'm not alone. The ADHD gamer is strong in all of us. Okay. There's just so many things to do. There's so many things to do. And I want to do all of them except for the trinkets. Everything but trinket I'm interested in doing. Surely there's a chicken in this town. This town ain't chicken enough for the two of us. I guess I'll get this trinket over here. Why not? I hope you need a lot of trinkets. That's all I gotta say. I hope you just need so many trinkets because I've got them. Because I've got them. They're starting to feel a little bit like mindless collectibles. Just the slightest bit like mindless collectibles, but that's fine. I'm good with buying new clothes too. It's all pretty good except for diving. Yep. Yes! Yes! I found it! Ha ha ha! Found it. How do I control it? Oh, I don't understand what I did. Was I supposed to stop it at some point? I guess I was supposed to stop it. Well, that was a waste. All right. Boop. Boop. Yes. 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 Mine. The golden trophy. What do I do? How do I get this? What are those? Trinkets. What are the bubbles? Are those pearls? I thought surely they were prizes for the claw machine. So you don't get those things for the prize machine? Ah! Ha, 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 yes! My umbrella hat. Oh. Thank you for my golden trophy. This is what I wanted to do. I've been wanting this claw machine since I saw Cam do it first. All I've been thinking about. Oh, so close. Yes, 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 mine! It's mine! Indeed. Next. No! Oh, it was mine. It was mine. They all get 3 tries, huh? Doesn't matter how many you get. Oh, well now I gotta go collect a bunch of pearls. I did not realize that was a thing. You mean the gold trophies that are like in the machine? I assume it's so that you can keep playing without ever actually having to continue. Oh! Yes, no! It's tough. It's tough. Yes, yes, yes. You are mine! You are mine. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to roll quite that much. That feels a bit unfair. Why did it get to roll so much? Please. Yes! The greatest gamer! Yes, indeed. Okay, well, I didn't get that. That's fine. I don't need a trophy. Who needs a trophy? Not me. I just wanted the things. I wanted the prizes. Now I gotta figure out how to get you guys. 10 pearls, 7 trinkets, 7 pearls, 15 trinkets. I definitely have that many trinkets. I got 19 trinkets. Pearls, I got none. I got 5 pearls. That's not near enough. And who do I pay? You? Do I pay you? Oh man, I'm telling you, I could just do the collectathons forever. Did not know they were so important in New Caledonian culture. Hey, you never know. Maybe. Could be. Could be a big part. I want to try to take down one of the cloth people, but I'm going to go to this campfire first. I have 19 of trinkets. That is correct. You're right. Thank you. I appreciate that point of order. I totally skipped our 3 o'clock rest time, break time. How's everybody doing? Do we need that? Oh dog, oh dog, oh dog. Where is this campfire? Oh dog, oh no, oh no. Where is this campfire? I didn't know it was so far up a mountain. I don't know if I would have done this had I known. It's true. Not enough games let you be a dog. Let alone every other animal as well. I do think the way the deer do is funnier to me than the dog. The deer are my favorite to goof with. Because they are real goofy. Another fireplace unlocked. Thank you for the food. I love the education the game provides. I'm gonna go try to take down. This camp because I've yet to successfully do such a thing. Do it. Is that it? There's still one of them. Nice! So it's a valuables chest. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing to let you have. Ooh, I like that wooden ukulele. I might be going to get that because that looked real nice. Can I invoke bird? Bird? Okay, well maybe the invocation spell is a little weak. Maybe it is a little buggy and just the slightest bit broken. Just the slightest bit. I would never speak ill of the devs, but I think it might. I think it might be just a little broken. Maybe you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm in a rock. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. That didn't. Ah! I am burned! That thing was not as far as I thought it was. Didn't realize it was literally right behind the camp. Clearly I gotta go get some pearls, too. Is Bird still here? Bird? Bird is gone. Bird is gone. Yeah. Yeah. This game. So easy to get lost in. Can't believe it's already 3:20. I've also not destroyed one of those. Because I can't figure out how. I assume it is also with a lantern. That would require me to find a lantern. I haven't found one near them. It is clearly destructible. I don't know with what to destruct it. Okay, hopefully this time the chickens are awake. Well, there we go. There's a destructible. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Think I can make it that far? It's a real long journey. Let's worry about the egg first. See if we can find us a chicken. Chicken! Woo! Okay, unpossess. Go. Okay, let's see if we can make it all the way there inside of a lantern. I am not confident. Offwards we go. Oh, we'll make it. You can stow a lantern? You guys, that's not even something I would think to do. Well, that makes way more sense. Whoa! They were made of explosives? Am I understanding that correctly? What is this? Did not know I could stow a lantern, though. I'm definitely going to be doing that from now on. That's so much smarter. So much smarter than what I was doing. You still like 3 or 4? Yeah, I mean, I got so much room. What's up, L. Geller? Welcome in. How are ya? How'd you find us? Glad that you're here. I'm doing good. I'm just playing some Tchia. Which might be my current, I don't know, not my goat. It's not my goatee, but it is definitely real good. I don't know if it's good enough to call it a goatee, but it's definitely real good. All right, let me look at what symbol I need to make. Game of the month, easy. Although Dredge is also coming out, so I don't know if I can say that because I have very high hopes for Dredge. I can take a picture of that totem right there. Okay. And I think it is that one. It is. How are you doing, El? Oh no, I can't remember if I need to make the nose or not. I didn't pay enough attention last time. Can I have a bird, please? Aha! This would just be such a good podcast game. I hope it's a good stream game. I hope that you guys are enjoying watching. But it definitely would be the like ultimate podcast game. At least now I understand why they give me so many trinkets, because I was real confused about why I just kept finding them everywhere. But now I understand more. If they're how you unlock those costumes. Why are they warning me? Definitely gonna be taking your advice and stowing a lot of those now. Ah, yes! Another song and some more soul! Get ready for a very, very offbeat song. An incredibly offbeat song. Just the most offbeat. I should have done my break at 3 because my legs are killing me. Hello, bird. Oh! Oh dear. They're not all songs. Whoa! Where? From where? From where are the eyes? Oh, I see. Are they up there? I see another torch down there. Can I, like, sneak through the grass? That doesn't feel like that's how that should work. But okay. If you say so. No, why is he not gone? Oh. This is like red light, green light. Uh-oh. Lurk, what's up, Ronan? Welcome in. Thank you for your lurk. Appreciate you. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, come on. He was gone. No, no! No! I was trying to hit circle! I was trying to hit circle! I was trying to hit circle, man! Not from the beginning! Not from the beginning, dude! No! Don't do that to me! I was trying to hit circle! Oh, it's not the beginning. It's not the beginning. Okay. I was going to be upset. I was going to be a little cross. Yeah! Well, that was fun. That was fun. It reminded me of the worst part of Life is Strange. And you guys didn't have to hear an absolutely awful offbeat song. That's pretty good. All right. Got more energy. What? Where did it put me out of? I was like, this is not where I belong. Let's go take down some more of them. Some more of those baddies. Johnny, a little baby. Oh, gee, my boo thing. This is a tough game to progress the story in. Because I'm pretty sure I have all the things I need. Yeah. Oh! Oh no. I got rid of all my trophies! Oh no! Well, I guess I gotta complete a challenge. That's good to know. That's funny. Totally just wasn't even thinking, dude. Can I get a twofer? I think I might have got a twofer there. Boop. Okay, where's the pile now? There it is. Let's see what I get here. Ooh, choker. Gnarly. Didn't know you were chill like that, Tchia. Kid backpack. Colors and totem plus one more. Another flag, you mean? Weird. Now that I know that I can have these. Oh no. Oh no. What did I even do? Is it just gas canisters? Is that what that is? That feels like it's a jerry can. That feels like the wrong thing to have at your incredibly flammable fireplace. Feels like a bad investment. Feels like you shouldn't have a bunch of those just lying around your fabric camp. Am I wrong? I feel like somebody misled them. I feel like they might have been misled. There's no way that somebody looked at them and told them that is a good idea. Nope. I was hopeful I was close enough. It wasn't. Squeak! Actually, I'm a professional graphic designer. I'm running 40% discount. Hey, I appreciate that, L, but we are actually not looking at a graphic designer right now. But I appreciate you shooting your shot. And another one down. And hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Know that God loves you, we love you, you matter. I could just do this forever. I'm afraid I just need to buy this game on Steam. It really just makes sense. Because this would be such a nice background game. Just look at all these things to do. Look at all these boxes to check, you know? Okay, well, either way, I gotta earn another trophy. So I guess let's try and do another race, yeah? Or even another target practice. I gotta do something. I don't think I did this target practice. Hey, bird. Oh, no, wait. Is it right there? And then we'll progress the story this time for real. This time we'll progress the story, I guess. Just don't make the mistake of thinking that I want to progress the story, because I don't. I also think I saw a dock. Yeah. Look at that. Nice. Dock. There's the course. Nice. All right, let's see. 210 points. Holy moly. Go, baby! Let's go, baby! All right, now just got to bring the offerings. With our last 18 minutes, do we want to actually progress the story? That feels like that feels like a responsible thing to do. Or I could customize. I could do it. Nah, we'll progress the story. We'll progress the story. We'll see more of the story. Because low-key, we might end up playing Dredge on Thursday, so we might not even be playing Tchia on Thursday. We might play Tchia on Thursday, but I have no problems. I'm pretty hyped about Dredge, so that's going to be priority. What's that? Oh my goodness, my attention span. My attention span. I mean, it's impossible. This game is impossible. I didn't even need a trinket. But what was I going to do? What was I supposed to do? What else could I have done there other than what I did? Came the long way, but I don't regret it. Because I got another trinket. All right, now I have the Katoom. I have it. Which means he has to see me. He has to have an audience with me now because I brought it to him. Legs are killing me. All right. I brought you what you require. Which means you have to let me be seen now. I did the thing. Hello, secretary.
Vous avez tout sur la liste?
I do.
Oui.
Man, that delay is wild, huh?
Par ici.
I really do require working just... I remember it working just fine on Thursday. Kung Fu Carl, I don't know if you're still here, but it cracks me up that you were questioning the claw machine, but not that we're on a floating platform right now. In a scale of believability. Chicken's still alive? Oh my.
Que sepilo kahape. Hecheni dei me avora. Ite menen katoa se itu me Tchia. Nga sama isa penganika.
What was that now? What was that now? She just ate a baby? She just ate a baby. She unhinged her jaw and ate a baby. The Michelin Man has changed. I don't care what anybody says.
Anishi, Lothar Vinyanapet.
Ite mano. Ite tanei sinahu. Nei me avora wanganila ite sinemano.
You better become a bird. Is that a helipad? Oh, hey.
Iya. Nemen.
We'll be. What was that? She had a baby, though? Weird. Of all the things you could eat, surely not a baby. This game is so unexpectedly brutal like that. Like, out of nowhere, it takes a real turn. I guess at least it's been consistently taking a left turn. Are we underwater? Are we underwater? From old folklore? Well, they definitely said they borrowed from a lot of folklore, so maybe. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh, I love them. That was such good storytelling, though.
Amela ite muaken. Che ite unapan.
But are we
Amaja isa
underwater?
ito ikhele. Ite idine me ite hat. Hatine tuangat aloy. E tuame tute angat. Oni me sa angat la elo.
Kind of wish I'd explored more now. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have progressed the story. No humans. A lot of blades, a lot of weapons. If only I had 3 more trinkets, right? Gonna flash in his face, yeah. Yeah, knew that. The dead chicken. Music! Are we gonna bond over music? like how they're just like talking by weird sound vibrations in the air. Am I playing them a song? Is that really how we're getting? It's what you better believe it. All right, get ready for offbeat, not matching up songs. We're gonna autoplay this bad boy. We're gonna autoplay that bad boy for sure. Hopefully next time it'll sync up a little bit. Oh, turntable. Sure enough. Disco. They kind of remind me of the coconuts from Moana. My goodness, they also have magic powers. So much green magic in this world. Have I proven myself because I can play music? Everyone that can play the ukulele is a kind person. It's just fact. This game just proved it. A pearl and a trinket. So am I back? So this is a normal place. This is not underwater. This is what this place actually looks like. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Inila yeshili. Churchy hunami mwaken.
So where can I can't. I'd like to try to find the highest point. That's it. Gucci! So now I know where things are. Give or take. Meet the old lady. That's probably what we should do the next time we play. I'm probably going to play more of this off stream, just because I feel like it's a real good time. and maybe burn through some of the like bonus things, and yeah, we'll continue the story another day. Looks like we're still in chapter 4. That's crazy. This definitely feels like a different chapter than when we were just playing. Did I just say skip gameplay? That's weird. Alright, well, let's see who we would like to raid. Let's find somebody to raid real quick. And then we'll call it a day. Folks, we are Checkpoint Church. We're really a church. I'm Nerd Pastinator, really the pastor here of this community. We believe 3 things to be true about every single one of you out there. Number 1, we believe that God loves you, like really, really loves you. Number 2, we love you. We want community with you. That's what we're doing here. And number 3, we believe that you, yes, you matter. You are a person of sacred worth. The world is a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, we're going to keep the Tchia train rolling, and we're going to go raid Bonsai Baby, who is playing Tchia. So, if you would do me a favor, if you're a sub of the channel, if you would just spam some You Matters in the chat, and I'm going to be fixing that soon and making sure that everybody can say You Matter. But for now, you can just type out You Matter. But if you're around, please do that for me. I would appreciate it very, very much. And I look forward to you all hopefully enjoying some Tchia and maybe joining us over on Discord, Discord, YouTube for YouTube, or seeing you again Thursday for more of our Twitch stream. Until next time, bye-bye!